All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we are diving into something that is absolutely critical if you want to succeed in your German Ausbildung. And that is punctuality. Seriously, it's not just a habit over there, it's more like a secret code. So let's crack it together. So let me ask you this, and I know it's going to sound a little dramatic, but could being just 5 minutes late actually cost you your entire career? I mean, we're not talking about showing up an hour late here. We're talking about a few measly minutes. Can that really be a deal breaker? Well, the numbers, they're pretty shocking.
Okay, get this. 12%. That's the actual percentage of Ausbildung contracts that got terminated in 2024, where punctuality was listed as the main reason. Let that sink in. We're talking more than 1 in 10 apprenticeships ending. Not because someone wasn't good at their job, but because they couldn't show up on time. That single number, it tells you just how serious this is.
Okay, so Section 1, punctuality, the German code. To really get this, we have to dig into the why, Why is this such a huge deal in Germany? There's this old German proverb that pretty much nails it. Punctuality is the politeness of princes. And what that really means is being on time isn't just about managing a calendar. Nope. It's seen as a direct reflection of your character. It's about respect. It's how you show you're a true professional. And really, it all boils down to one super important German value, Verlässlichkeit. It basically means reliability. Think about it. Being on time is the very first, most obvious way to show people that you're dependable. It's like you're silently telling your boss and your coworkers, hey, you can count on me, I've got this. All right. On to Section 2, the unwritten rules of time. Now let's get down to the nitty-gritty, the specific rules you absolutely need to know. This is so important, so listen up. When it comes to your workplace, the definition of on time is different. If you walk in the door right at your start time, guess what? You're already late. The real expectation is that you show up early, put your stuff away, grab your coffee, and you're at your station totally ready to start working the second the clock hits go time. And if you think that's tough, your vocational school, the Berufsschule, is on a whole other level. I mean, they have zero chill. We're talking about hard cutoffs. There's one school where if you show up just 3 minutes past the start time, you're marked absent for the whole morning. And for an exam, forget about it. You're late, you automatically fail. No second chances. And this mindset carries right over into job interviews. Just look at this data. It's wild. If you show up 10 to 15 minutes early, your success rate is a whopping 73%. But if you arrive exactly on time, it drops all the way down to 41%. And if you're late, you might as well not have shown up at all. That first impression is everything. Okay, Section 3, the high cost of lateness. So what happens if you don't follow these rules? Well, it's not just a friendly slap on the wrist. The consequences are official, they're written down, and things can escalate really fast. In Germany, employers have this formal warning system called an Abmahnung. Just a few slip-ups with lateness, and boom, you get the first written warning. It goes right into your permanent record. If you keep it up, you get a second one. After that, your whole contract is on the line. They're basically building a paper trail, a legal case, to let you go. And it's not just about keeping your job either. This stuff directly hits your grades. Punctuality is a huge part of your work behavior evaluation. Being late all the time can actually knock your final Ausbildung grade down by a full point. And on the German grading scale, that is a massive drop. And here's the kicker. Your punctuality record follows you around. A good reference letter will literally say, was always punctual and reliable. But a bad one? It might have this sneaky little phrase like, occasionally had difficulties with punctuality. And trust me, to another German employer, that's not a small comment. That is a giant, flashing red flag. Which brings us to Section 4, your punctuality survival kit. Okay, enough with the scary stuff. Now that we know the stakes, let's talk about how to win this game. Here's what you need in your toolkit. Honestly, your smartphone is your best friend here. Here's the #1 pro tip for using any transit app, like the DB Navigator. Plan your trip backwards. Don't put in when you want to leave, put in the time you need to arrive. Always have a couple of backup routes in mind. And build in a 15 or 20-minute buffer just in case. Oh, and if the train is late, grab that digital delay certificate immediately. That little screenshot is your proof, your get-out-of-jail-free card. Now, sometimes delays are just going to happen, right? It's unavoidable.
When it does, you need to know what to say. Memorize this one formal phrase, Entschuldigen Sie die Verspätung. It just means excuse the delay. It's simple, it's polite, and it shows them you get it. You understand that this is a big deal.
So let's drill this down to the golden rules, the do's and don'ts. Do arrive 10 to 15 minutes early for, well, everything. Don't think on time means the exact minute. Do apologize formally, even if you're just 2 minutes late. And here's the biggest one. Don't ever, ever think that being amazing at your job gives you a free pass to be late. It just doesn't work that way in Germany.
All right, last section. Section 5, 2 paths, success or failure. I want to make this super clear. So let's look at a couple of real-life stories. 2 students, 2 totally different outcomes, all because of this one skill. First up, we have Maria. She's a nursing student from Mexico. And where she's from, being 15 minutes late is kind of normal, no big deal. But she got to Germany and realized, whoa, the rules are completely different here. And here's what she did that was so smart. She completely changed how she thought about it. She said, okay, this isn't about the stress of rushing. This is about showing respect. And that little mental flip, it changed everything for her. She got an amazing evaluation and was offered a permanent job the moment she finished her Ausbildung. But now let's look at the flip side. Let's talk about João from Brazil. This guy was a fantastic mechanic, super talented, but he was always, 5-10 minutes late. And he genuinely believed that as long as he was good at his job, it didn't matter. He learned a really tough lesson, though. He ignored 2 of those official warnings we talked about, and in his 6th month, they terminated his contract. He had to go home. And his story is just such a powerful reminder that in Germany, how you do your job is every bit as important as the work you actually produce. So, what's the takeaway here? It's this. Your professional reputation in Germany isn't something that's built over years. It's built in those few minutes before your shift starts or before your class begins. Every single day, the way you handle those minutes is literally building your future. The choice is completely yours. So how are you going to spend them?